On the other side of the aisle, the Democrats for Life, a nonprofit focused on giving the pro-life movement a voice within the Democratic Party, is also working to protect life. Kristen, the director of Democrats for Life, recently visited our studio. She shared with me not only the landscape of the movement within her party, but also how her organization is fighting for life on all fronts. So first off, there is a public perception that it's not possible to be a Democrat, a member of the Democratic Party, and pro-life. Is that the case?
No, that is not the case. We have elected officials all around the country who are pro-life Democrats. And in my opinion, I think we are the real Democrats. We're the most consistent with our historic mission to protect the vulnerable. And who's more vulnerable than a pregnant mom and their baby? So so it's possible, and we need more Democrats within the party to speak up, because there are a lot of Democrats who agree with me who are so afraid to talk about being pro-life, or afraid to talk about reasonable regulation and limitations on abortion because of the backlash from the party. A lot of times the local party will say you can't run as a pro-life Democrat, you have to change your position. So we're really trying to help people find the courage to stand up for what they believe.
I think this that you're pointing out, just like feeling like you're kind of being fought on both sides, one by your own pro-life movement and two by the Democratic Party. We're here, a pro-life show. What can pro-life leaders be doing to better support you in situations like that?
There's a bipartisan coalition in Congress right now, pro-life and pro-choice people coming together for paid leave, so we're very excited about the possibility there. But even more, we did a white paper to discuss the cost of birth, which is very high. Elizabeth Brewing wrote in America Magazine challenging the pro-life movement to address the high cost of birth, because financial reasons are a lot of the reasons women seek abortion.
We saw that like when they were trying to pass the Big Beautiful Bill Act, there seemed to be a lot of polarization around the abortion issue. Was there anything going on behind the scenes of Democrats for Life promoting life issues at that time?
Yeah, so we meetings and letters and coalition letters, and the pro-life community really came together for the child tax credit and the baby. I don't want to call it, they call it the Trump bonus, but every child who is born will get $1,000, and that money will build over 18 years. And so, I mean, there were things like that in the bill that were good. There were some good things in the bill that will help families. And so, yeah, we were pushing those. And, and Planned Parenthood doesn't serve very many women when you look at the big scope of the United States. So I think defunding them and letting them figure things out on their own is probably a good thing.
Yes. Another trend that we're seeing across the United States is just the legalization of assisted suicide. What are you seeing there within your party?
It's heartbreaking that we've had some victories in Maryland. We've been able to defeat the bill several times, but when I talk to Democrats, we are Democrats. We support the vulnerable and those who need assistance. And assisted suicide targets those who don't have the support, the elderly, the poor, who don't have great health insurance. So I think our party is the Democratic Party is on the wrong side of that, as they are with the abortion issue. And we need to return to our roots to protect the vulnerable and stop this trend, because we need to provide more caring and compassionate services for those who are experiencing some bad health complications.
Now, the Trump administration is very pro-death penalty. How are Democrats working to protect lives behind bars?
Oh, it's heartbreaking to see the number of, it seems like every day we're seeing another person killed by the death penalty. Again, we're a whole life organization. We don't believe we should be taking lives. We need to get the stories out there more about the people who were falsely accused. Once you take someone's life, you can't give it back. So, so we are doing what we can to oppose the death penalty and bring more awareness to these cases that are just, that's not the solution. Violence with violence is never the solution.
Well, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us here today.
It's been a pleasure.
For more information on the work of Democrats for Life, visit democratsforlife.org.